life we are taught that some people are naturally born with a good self-esteem while others are just born with less self-confidence. But this is a completely false statement, and today I'm going to bust this myth for you. For one moment, let's consider what everyone has been telling us for years. Okay, so if we take a person who was born with self-confidence, they should feel like that all of their life, and yet they don't. They feel fear, rejection, failure like us all, right? No one is exempt from that. It's just that no one sees the struggle and only the perfect output. So even if they were born with it, they won't feel confident about themselves until they get any actual results, right? And we get results only when we make certain efforts. And by the way, whoever makes persistent efforts and is not stopped by failures and roadblocks, sooner or later they achieve their goals. And by achieving their goals, they naturally become self-confident. So do you see how this is an endless loop? Now this loop can be one of self-confidence or one of self-distrust. And it's your personal freedom to choose your loop. And that entirely depends upon your mentality. In other words, the only thing standing between you and your self-confidence is your concept that you don't have it. So let's hop on to the 3 steps that will help you build your self-confidence. First, I'll tell you the 3 steps and then we'll spend the rest of the video in understanding the layers of it. First, develop self-love. Second, shed off the burden of expectations. And third, trust your gut instincts. So first we need to develop self-love. Self-hate is the enemy of self-confidence. Self-hate basically means that you let yourself be defined by the opinions of others and don't accept yourself for who you are. And when that is the case, you will end up hating the parts of yourself that others don't like. Remember that if you feel lost or you don't like your job or anything else that you do, you are in the vibration of self-hate. By the way, if you suffer with self-hate, I'm going to create an entire video about how to develop self-love. So be on a lookout for that one in the upcoming weeks. But for now, understand that self-love is the key to self-confidence. Second, shed off the burden of expectations. You don't feel confident about yourself because you're not sure if the things that you're currently doing in your life will actually take you anywhere. But have you ever wondered why a small child or even a baby never feels lack of confidence? Because they're not afraid of trying new things and leaving behind the old hobbies. They keep moving in the direction of their joy and keep leaving the things that don't make them happy. At some point in our life, we stop doing this and we start doing things that others ask us to do. We bury our joy under the expectation that our parents and our teachers hold for us to become. This is the moment that we lose our self-confidence. Because now we have to do what others ask us to do and not what we want to do. Don't you think this is a form of self-betrayal? How can anyone feel confident after this? If you specifically struggle with this issue, my video on how to find your passion will give you practical steps on how you can start doing the things that you want to do without completely disrupting your current life. I'll link that video at the end of this one. Now the third step. Trust your gut instincts. Our true identity is never lost. It is literally encrypted in our very soul. So if you feel lost in your life, there can be only one reason for that. That your true identity has become hidden under all the beliefs that other people fed you about yourself. And I know that these beliefs cannot be undone in a single day. Therefore, we can use the voice that never stops speaking our personal truth, no matter how clouded it may get. So let yourself trust yourself. Give yourself a chance to trust yourself. Don't say yes if your entire body is screaming a no. And also don't say no if that tiny little voice inside your heart is actually wanting to do that thing just because someone else asks you or wants you not to do that. By living your life in this manner, you will naturally be inclined towards doing things that are good for your soul, the things in which your excellence lies, the things that will make you happy and successful, and of course, the things that will build your self-confidence. Invest in yourself, and the payoffs will be higher than any investment you can ever make in your life. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for more such content, and keep loving yourself. I'll see you in my next video.